Hi everyone, Coach Kim Giles is here with your People Skills Tip of the Week. And I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about being able to admit when we're wrong. Because we all are going to be wrong. We're all going to make mistakes. And one of the most important people skills tips is being able to own that. Having the confidence to say, it's okay, I didn't have to be perfect to know that I have value. I have the same value no matter how many mistakes that I make. I came across a really interesting fact the other day that the last version of Webster's dictionary that was published in an actual book, which they still do these days, even though I know a lot of us just go to dictionary.com, but the last version of a dictionary that was printed actually had 315 words that were spelled incorrectly. And this is the dictionary. And I just thought it was really interesting because no matter how carefully I go over an article or a manuscript that I write and I turn it to an editor who also carefully goes over it, every time one is published, I still find a typo. And it just goes to show that even at our best, we're going to still make mistakes. It's just part of being human. And for you to be able to own those mistakes, and when you make one, go to somebody and tell them, I acknowledge I really screwed up on that, and I wish I had shown up better, and would you be willing to forgive me and give me another chance? It's an incredible talent to have the inner strength to be able to do that and own those mistakes and set your ego down. We had an amazing time here at the Clarity Point Center last week with our first Be Fearless 2-day event. And partway through the event, one of my participants asked, hey, I'm starting to realize I did a lot of things wrong with my kids, raising them, coming from fear instead of trust and love. What do you do, at that point when you've already messed up? And I said, apologize. You cannot believe how much that would mean to people that you've maybe treated not as well as you wanted to in the past, to have you go to them and sincerely say, I'm so sorry, I didn't know better back then. And I've really learned, and I hope you'll forgive me. And as we talked about that, we had a gal raise her hand who could remember the first time that her mother came to her and said, forgive me, I didn't always show up for you the way that I wish I had, and how much that meant to her. Guys, there's just such great power in being able to own our mistakes. And if you missed my column last week on KSL, it was about being egotistical or teachable or unteachable. And it's got some great information about how to check yourself to see if you really are open and teachable, or if you maybe sometimes get stuck in your own need to be right. It also had some great tips about how to deal with kind of the know-it-all type person in your life and encourage them to change that behavior. If you missed it, go to claritypointcoaching.com, go to our resources and click on the blog, and you can find all of our past articles and great people skills tips. Hope that helps you this week. Find somebody that you owe an apology and go say sorry. Talk to you soon.